feeling myself in this outfit today. Yeah. My teeth look really white in this shot too. I'm telling you, I am feeling myself. You guys who are just listening on the podcast, you should head on over to the YouTube channel and see what I'm working with today. I feel cute. Good morning. Welcome to Queen of the Classroom. I am your host, the Education Queen. Today's podcast is going to be about when the Education Queen got detention a couple times in high school. One was not my fault, okay? One was not my fault. I stand by that. But I was telling my students yesterday a factual story about the time that I got detention. And I thought it would be a nice little lesson for this week's podcast about how you should use your words. You should not do what I did, okay? That's the lesson for today. Don't do what I did and use your words. So I have a couple stories for you. I probably should have gotten detention a third time, but one I got let off the hook for. Probably should have got detention that time. But the two stories that I'm gonna tell you today, one, I stand behind it. I should not have gotten detention. So I'm gonna tell that story first. So the time that I got detention that I shouldn't have, that's first chair clarinet in high school. Thank you. Hold the applause. Oh, hold the applause. First chair clarinet. And we had one of those competitions where you have to travel for it. I think it was pretty close to my hometown. We didn't have to go very far. And our performance was over. So we were told to go into the bleachers to just sit and watch all the other competitions go on for the day. So my friends and I went to the bleachers and we were watching the competitions and then in the performances. And then after, I don't know, maybe an hour or so, then my band director came up to me and she said that I had detention because there was a mom that was recording her child performing and that me stomping up the bleachers had ruined her film. I didn't stomp. I did not stomp. I'm not that type of person. I wasn't angry. I wasn't anything. I wasn't stomping. So she had the wrong person for this. So I tried to explain that I didn't stomp, but that didn't matter. And then this mom, I remember looking at this mom and she was very irate. So I guess someone had to pay the price for it and it happened to be me. I did not deserve that detention. The one that I did deserve though, let's talk about that. And remember that the goal of today is the lesson that you should use your words when you're upset. Okay? Because, and my former students know where this is going, but the second person always gets caught. Second person always gets caught. And if you have siblings, you know this rule. Let's say your sibling is messing with you, or they're doing that annoying thing where they're like, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, but they're super close to you. And they're just annoying you, right? So then you reach a point where you fight back. And then it's, Mom, Amy was blah, blah, blah. And then of course you hear mom go, Amy, leave your sister alone, or whatever it is, right? So you understand. Here's my story. So this was in the 9th grade. I think I told my students yesterday that I was in the 8th grade, but I was thinking back on it and I was in the 9th grade. It was 9th grade health class. My cousin, and let's use a different name just in case she's listening. I highly doubt it. Let's call her Stacy. Her name's not Stacy, but let's call her Stacy. Stacy, my cousin, was the stereotypical mean girl. She would torture me daily. She would make fun of me. Very similar to Victor. Remember when I talked about Victor, where he just picked on me a lot? And that's what Stacy did. Stacy. So her and her girlfriends would always find ways of messing with me without the teachers knowing. And timid little me would just kind of not say anything or retaliate or anything. because I was that way. Like it took a lot of growing and evolving for me to become this very confident woman that you see in front of you. Because in middle school, I was definitely not confident. I was definitely not like felt good in my own skin. Very, very awkward. I still claim to be awkward, but just with a little grace behind it now. Okay, so we're in health class, and Stacy and her little posse are in the back, and we're told, hey, turn in your assignment from last night, some kind of homework. So Stacy goes up first, and I'm sitting like a couple rows in front of her, and on her way to turn in her assignment, she smacks me upside the back of the head, like a full-on like smack upside the head. And then she starts giggling, as well as her little posse in the back. They're all laughing, giggling. And then my teacher, it's kind of a ruckus a little bit, so teacher doesn't notice. And for some reason that day, I was like, I'm not gonna take it anymore. It's not gonna happen. So when it's my turn to turn in my homework, like he did it in groups. So when it was my group to turn it in, I went out of my way to go back to where Stacy was sitting. And I took my health book and smacked her upside the head. Of course, she's like, ow, and starts whining and crying. Guess who gets caught? This lady. This lady gets caught. And rightfully so. My teacher gives me the detention, and I try to explain that she smacked me. And he's like, well, I didn't see that. I only saw you hit her with your book. So I have to give you the detention. Okay. But I served that detention because Stacy didn't mess with me anymore. But please hear me when I say this. Do not hit people. Second person always gets caught. Always. What I should have done is tear her down with my words. That's what I should have done. I should have put her in her place, say it's not acceptable. I will not tolerate this bullying. Or, maybe some of the phrases that I say now. I hope you have the day you deserve. There's just so many other ways I could have handled that. But I did deserve that detention. I did. Stacy didn't mess with me anymore. And what's interesting is my mom watches this. So Mom, if you know who I'm talking about, okay. But if you don't, then this happened in 9th grade, and welcome to the time that I got detention that I probably didn't tell you about. So you are probably hearing this for the first time. And I love you, Mom. Love you, love you. So Sunday nights we would go to my grandpa's house. Sometimes Stacy would be there. Sometimes. That week she was. That was awkward because we didn't talk about it. But you best believe my eyes were right on her, like, yeah, say something about it. But she didn't. Because we were fine after that. She stayed in her little corner of the room. I stayed in mine. So to wrap this up. Everyone makes mistakes. Even the education queen made some mistakes. Second person always gets caught. So, and I'm not saying like be crafty and like don't get caught and still like, cause trouble. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I could have handled that situation different. I could have. But I also hope that throughout these podcasts that you learn skills that can aid you in standing up for yourself, or at least recognizing that you're getting mistreated, or recognizing the power that you have. Because that's my focus on this is know your strength. And even if you don't, I want you to start noticing it and discovering how powerful you are. Because I didn't have those skills in middle school. I didn't have those skills in high school. And I feel like I'm still learning those skills, but I definitely am equipping myself with a powerful set of skills, and I want you to do the same. So don't hit people with health textbooks. Deserve that one. Don't stomp up bleachers. I did not stomp up bleachers. I did not. I'll take that to the grave. I did not deserve that detention. And everyone makes mistakes. It's part of life. You can grow from it. I hope you have a lovely day. Make it a great day. Make smart choices. Be kind to one another and be kind to yourself. I think I need to like switch that ending a little bit because I keep saying take care of yourself as well. Be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. I don't know, maybe we'll switch it up one day, but I kind of like what I got going on here. I got my favorite earrings. They're by my girl Kit in Colorado Springs. I can tag her down below. Gorgeous. I got my hair done by my girl Yenny yesterday. And I got my shirt from Mara Mode. And I am just feeling myself. You know, you're gonna have those days. I should just wash this outfit and wear it every day.